Hello and welcome to a new video. I'm going to showcase today how easy it is to create a new checklist for our Anvaigo Checklist app. So we'll start by jumping straight into Business Central, and we are going to open the templates for the checklist app. So right here, and here we will have an overview of all the available checklists. So all we need to do is simply click on New to create a new checklist. We will combine this with our app so that it will synchronize to the right device and create a name for this. Let's call it Initial Setup, because this is what we're going to do today. We'll create a initial setup of a machine. Let's say we have delivered it to our customer, and now our colleague is going over there and is simply going to install everything that is to be installed. All right, what do we need? What else do we need to do? We have to link it somewhere. Let's link it to the customer table. So this will be linked. And now all we need to do is create new lines or new template lines. Basically what we will do here in the general information section, we will differentiate between data, function and groups. Group is basically every page of the checklist will be its individual group. So let's do that first. We'll create a new, let's call it general group. So where we will get some general information like who is our person of contact, when are we going to do the initial setup, etc. So first of all, the group, it's created. We'll create a new template line. This time it will be a data collection, because what do we want to get at this point? So let's go for the date and time of when the installation will happen. And let's also add the information of who is our person of contact with the customer on that day. So here we will take a simple text field. This is also, let's say, very important because we want to know who we're dealing with. So let's go and make this a mandatory field to make sure that our colleague will definitely fill this in. Additionally, let's just also take an email or a phone number in case we need to call our customer back afterwards. And we'll do that with a regular text field again. All right, so let's say that's the general information that we want to get when we are on site with the customer. Let's focus on the second part of the installation, namely the actual installation of the product or of the machine. So this is a group, of course, and we will get we will just place some additional things that we want to do. For example, let's have a look at the location of where the machine has been or is going to be set up. So let's say we will take a radio field. So basically we have different options that we want to highlight for our colleague that he can choose from. So let's say the machine is either in the basement, or it's on the ground floor, or maybe on the first floor. All right. So next up, let's go and add some information on, let's say we delivered the package with the machine and we want to make sure that it is not damaged. So let's have a look if there are any damages. We'll make it an easy Boolean field where you can just simply click, yes, I want to, it has been damaged, or there are no damages. No damages would be ideal, but we all know sometimes that it can happen that something got damaged during transport. So let's take a photo of the damage. but only in case there actually is a damage to the machine. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to give a conditional visibility. That means only if the damage field has been marked as true, so that somebody said, yes, it's damaged, only then will the photo of the damage part of the checklist pop up. All right. Maybe we also want to highlight some things, or we want to add some additional info at this point. So let's just call it, additional info. So basically all that our technician, for example, can write down because it's something special, let's say a text or even a bigger text area, or even if you want to, we can even take a rich text to make sure there is plenty of space to actually write down anything that was relevant. All right, as a last step, what we still want to do is we want to have let's just call it the finalization of the setup. So let's take a Boolean field again, where we will have our customer. Oh no, this is first a group. Yeah, first we need the group, so it's on the last page. And what we want to get a confirmation from that everything is set up properly. We can even write it just like that. Everything set up properly. We'll make it a Boolean field again, so you can say yes and no. And then, of course, let's have our customer also sign that everything is properly set up. So we'll take a signature field. If we fill in the specification field, we can give some extra information. So let's say we need the signature of the customer at this point. And then we will add that as well. So last step, I want to make a little picture of everything, or add a picture to my checklist so I can immediately recognize it. I will just go here, upload a picture. I have one right here, which is this picture. This is the picture that we are going to take. I will just simply drop it into this drop-in field. And then all we need to do is go here to checklist, activate the checklist, and that will synchronize it to the device. So let's take out our device. I have it right here. And all we need to do is synchronize to get the newest information from our dynamics. And in this case, it will be the new checklist that we just created. And let's have a look at that. All right, so here is the initial setup checklist. I will just quickly open it, choose the customer that I'm doing the installation with. I have my date field where I can just simply choose when this was set up. Who's my person of contact? Today that's me. So let's fill that in. Also, the red color indicates that this was one of the fields that are mandatory to fill in. And then we need a phone number. All right, let's go to the next step. We have the location here with the variety of options that I can choose. Today we set up the machine on the ground floor, for example. We'll just simply choose that. Then we have our damage slider. So I will just click on it because we do have damages. And this will add the photo of the damage needs to be taken. So I will just click on the camera symbol, open the camera, take a picture, use the picture, and then simply go and highlight the area that was actually damaged. All right. And then I have my rich field, rich text editor to edit anything that I wanted to add to my setup. And continue to the last page. Everything was set up properly. Dear customer, can you confirm? Yes, I can confirm everything is working. And now I have some extra information here. Let's have a look what that was. I need to take the signature of the customer. All right, let's do that. Click on the pen, get the signature field my customer signs, and all I need to do is click on the check mark here, and it will automatically get synchronized back to Business Central, and we can continue from there.